Hello parents, this is Coach Jimmy, and in response to some confusion about what a time standard is, I decided to make this video. So every 4 years, USA Swimming puts out what they call National Age Group Motivational Times, and these are put out during the 4 years between Olympics. And what these are times that are created by USA Swimming to help swimmers progress, make it to the next step. And they do it for all the age groups, and they do it for all the events. Okay, this is for short course yards. These are times for short course yards, which is for a 25-yard pool. 25-meter pool, which is called short course meters, it would have different times, and long course meters is another time. The two courses that we deal with mostly here in America are short course yards, sometimes written SCY, and long course meters, sometimes written LMC. Those are the two that matter. Long course is generally summer, short course is during the school year. But here they are. Here are all the times, all the events for all the various ages. This is a little infographic that I hope will help with any confusion. As the times go, as they kind of get faster here, we kind of start up here with no time, and the fastest over here on the right, college level Division I. So this light green area is for age group concerns, and then age group is generally considered 14 and younger. So you start with the no time. Swimmers start with no time. And no time just means you've never swum the event before, or you've never swum it by the rules. It's a pretty rare moment in a swimmer's career. No time. A sea time is the next time. Now, you don't hear sea times talked about much. Maybe you did many years ago, but now you don't really hear sea times. But technically, a sea time is a time that is a swimmer completed the race. They got a time for it because they completed it within the rules. It is slower than a B time, but it is a time. And this time, this is what most swimmers start at when they're most of their first races, is this sea time area. Okay, you can look it up on your swimmers USA Swimming, their section, their page of the USA Swimming. You go in and check that. You can see how many C times and B times and stuff they have. But so the next level to make is what's called the B time, and a B time is about 50% time. B time is actually pretty fast. You're faster than most of the people that are racing, right? So B times are right up here, right? The first step. A C time would be in this area. Okay, so a B time, first thing. Now, the reason why B times or C times are important is because some meets require that you have at least a time to swim in them. Sometimes they ask that you have a B time, some they ask that you have a BB time. But some they just ask that you at least have a time. And these are local meets. At UT meets, they often ask that you at least have a time or a BB or a B time. Now, of course, there will be some local meets where no time is fine, because you got to get a time somewhere, right? You got to do it the first time somewhere. But if there's a if your swimmer talks about, hey, I got a B time, and they're jazzed, well, they should be. They made it to the next step. But they also might be excited because that means they qualified for a meet that they weren't qualified for before. The next, as you see, a BB time is 70 percentile, A time is 85 percentile. Really, really hard to make. A times are very difficult to make. Double A, triple A, quadruple A. Okay. So if you're an age group swimmer, which is 14 and younger, 6 to 14 years old, elementary, junior high stuff, these are the meets that will be the focus of your season more often than not. The local meets, we'll pick a couple. The championship meet for people that age are these meets right here. Okay, the first one's called Junior Stags. Junior Stags stands for South Texas Age Group Swimming, the junior version, and it's a championship meet. This is normally held in January, late January, early February. And to qualify for this, you normally have to have a B to BB time. Depends, but generally here. And to swim in this meet, you're slower than a AA time, and you have at least a BB time or a B time. It depends on the age group, but generally that's what it is. Texas is a very big swimming state, so we also have our own time standards that are roughly based on these national time standards, and these are the ones that would interest most of our swimmers who are 14 and younger. The next level of swim is Stags, the senior version, I guess, of it, South Texas Age Group Swimming Championships. And as you can see, here's our area. This would be really fast. Normally, it takes a AA time. So you're top 8% of all swimmers in the country if you qualify for that meet. It is a very difficult meet to make and swim, and it is hard to do. The very top meet in our state is called Tags. This is Texas Age Group Swimming, so it incorporates the entire state. And these swimmers are between 95 and 99 percentile. Just to qualify for this makes you one of the fastest swimmers in the country. It is arguably one of the 3 fastest swim meets for 14 and unders in the country, if not the fastest. All the media from swimming media shows up, and considering it's one of the fastest meets in our country for the younger swimmers, means it's one of the fastest meets in the world for younger swimmers. This is often talked about on the various swimming blogs and vlogs and the major websites. People who go to Tags or win Tags go on to do well at the national level and international level. There are many, counting back every year I can think of, there was someone on the Olympic team who swam at Tags. It is a big deal. So if you're 14 and under, this is kind of where everything's aiming. Now, again, please understand, if it lands here, that is great. Okay, just doing your best is great, but don't think you have to make that to have a successful season. But generally, this is where people 13 and 14, this is kind of how they're thinking. Okay, so the next level we talk about is called the senior level. Now, generally, that is for what we would call high schoolers. They also go to junior Stags, and really good swimmers who train really hard and focus and are dedicated. This is their peak meet, and that's great, and there's plenty of really fast swimming there. The next level that it takes for swimming that takes a time standard is called TISCA. This stands for Texas Interscholastic Swim Coaches Association. And generally these time standards are around A time to AA time, somewhere in this area. Okay, somewhere in this area. And this is for high school only, and there are plenty of swimmers who, when they qualify for that, are thrilled, and they should be thrilled, and this is their peak meet of the year for having a qualifying standard. It's different than just qualifying by just being the top 6 in your district or region. This means that you make a certain time, like one of these times, and that means you get to swim in this meet. Okay? It's not limited on how many people get to go. The limiting factor is the times, just like all these other meets. The time standards, that's the limiting factor. Plenty of high schoolers end up having their main meet be Stags. Again, there are swimmers at Stags who are being recruited by colleges. This is a high-level meet, and it is very difficult to make. The next step is called sectionals. Sectionals is it kind of switches from a Texas run meet, which all these are, to a national level meet. The country is split up into numerous sections. I think it's 12, might be 20 sections, somewhere around there. And hard to do, hard to make. And this is around for the older swimmers, this is around between the double and triple A area. It's right around there. Very fast meet. There are many swimmers who swim at sectionals will go on and swim in college. Many Division I, Division II colleges look for sectional swimmers. Right? Hard to do, prestigious meet. Normally held either at University of Texas or University of Texas A&M. Big fast meet. The next level up is called Futures. This is the country split up into quarters. A little bit faster than sectionals, and this pool has college coaches all over it. And in fact, when we go, I normally get a lot of emails from college coaches before we go asking if they can talk to me about swimmers, or if I could send the information onto the swimmers before we go to the meet. So when they're watching the swimmers, they have a sense of who they are and what their plans are. Junior Nationals is the next level. This is the fastest meet for 18 and unders in the country. Very, very, very fast meet. In fact, it's so fast, one of the pool records at the University of Texas was set by someone from Junior Nationals. The next level is Senior Nationals. This is generally for college level swimmers who maybe have graduated. That's college age swimmers who aren't swimming in college, or college swimmers who have already graduated from college. This is kind of their top meet. And every 4 years, Olympic trials would be the very top meet. There are some other meets thrown in here, TYR Pro, US Open, but these are the primary ones. If you're on deck and this is all new to you, or if you're around swimmers and this is all new to you, these are generally the meets or the time standards you will hear talked about. Over here, this would be for college level swimmers or for high school swimmers who are planning to go to college. These will be the time standards on top of their thought list. Division 3, very fast. It's right around Futures, Junior National. It's very fast. Division 2 is Junior National, Senior. It's very, very fast. Division 1 is actually faster than Olympic trials. It's actually the very hardest meet to qualify for. The Division 1 NCAA championship is arguably the fastest meet in the world 3 out of every 4 years. It is a super, super fast meet. And our own coach, Ian, won this meet many times. He was one of 3 people who won the 100 fly all 4 years of his career. Pablo Morales and Mark Spitz were the other 2. So just a quick overview again. For times, it starts up here with no time. C, B, 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 A. That'll get you through most of any confusion. And then within Texas, junior stags, stags, tags. For the older swimmers, junior stags, TISCA, which is high school only, stags, sectionals, futures, and then this is what those who are looking to college are kind of looking for. There are other events or other meets that are based more on how you place. The high school UIL is that way and some other things. But for us, for our team, for the Whitecaps, this is what we look at. Again, the best time is really what every swimmer should goal for success for every swimmer in each event. What is a good goal? What does it mean to have a good race? It means I just did my best time. Okay, that's not the only thing, but I mean that's always the next thing to look for. However, for standards B, 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 from B, B to A. If your swimmer is at one level and they're looking 2 or 3 down, please help them manage their expectations well. Just go from B to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, okay? And all along celebrate any improvement at all. Hope this helps. A little longer than I'd hoped. Have a good day.